But whoever was on their live, whoever watched them on television, whoever was there in person, are listening to the individuals and purported to be reading from things that seems to be authentic, but still not truthful. I also saw Guy Joseph with a whole set of things he never referred to. We don't know what's in it. Mr. Daniel, I am very concerned. I mean, the last time you said is an individual can litigate, but to me, something needs to be done to prevent people who are either one, public officials, or two, vying to be in public office, that there is some demand made of them, so that whatever they speak, whether they are on a talk show, whether they are at a convention, wherever they are, if it is found that they have misquoted, or if they are misleading, something should be able to be done for that, because a lot of the normal solutions take some of these words for gospel, and they themselves will not go and research to find out what exactly the truths are. And even though you bring it forward to them, they have already heard it from the people, and they will believe what the people say. And I have a serious issue with that, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
I think everybody who's listened to you, they understand your concerns, the basis of those concerns, and so on.
And the lies are being told.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
To try to. So in other words, when people hear the truth, they're not sure. They don't know because is it true? And some of our labor people, they are a little fickle. The slightest thing throws them off, and we ought not to be put off. So, as I said, some of you on my status, I had this thing. Wise men speak when they have something to say. Fools speak because they figure they just have to say something. And this guy in the convention, that gave me, I laughed. Captain, the ship is sinking, but it's in the same breath. Oh, people are so happy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. I've never heard anything like that.
Okay.
It's a sinking ship.
From Comrade Angie Kedu, the secretary in the constituency office in VA4 North of Honorable Moses Jabate, she says, Comrade, question, where can I get a cap like yours? Been trying to get one for ages.
Well,
and then she adds that very risky little line, any price.
We see me on Sunday. I should have a few.
She says any price.
Actually, these are rare. There were only 36 of them. They're no longer produced. So I have a few and stuff. But no problem. We will discuss that.
All right.
Before elections.
I think you heard the phone ring.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Hi, caller. Good afternoon. Real Issues.
Good afternoon, Shelton. Terry, welcome back.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. How are you guys?
We're good.
All right. Look, Terry, Shelton, I was listening to a news clip.
Speak up a bit. You kind of low.
Okay, I was listening to a news clip. A couple nights ago. Was it last night or sometime last week? I can't recall now. And there was Alan Chasney speaking to a UWP crowd and talking as usual about the CIP program and saying to his UWP crowd that billions of dollars
stolen
are missing or have been stolen from the CIP. And he said he's taking the matter to court, or he's seeking a judicial review. Not for himself, and that's him, and I am paraphrasing him. And he says, look, I can lose my money. That is my money. I can lose it. But what I'm doing for you, the people of St. Lucia. Because all of that money that is being stolen from the CIP, it belongs to you. And so I'm doing it for you. I mean, I laughed out loud. Not that it was funny, what the man was, saying, because as usual, he's spewing out his lies to sway people.
Shameless guy.
This is the same Alan Chasney. The same Alan Chasney talking about he's doing stuff for the people of St. Lucia. But this is the same Alan Chasney who paid Lockerbie $32 million to put that turf down on at least two of our playing fields. Turf that is cancerous, especially in hot weather.
Yeah.
which this government and SLP government must now try to remove and put in grass so that, our young men playing on those fields will not be harmed by the carcinogenic effects of, that turf. This same Alan Chasney, who paid a relative of his $7 million
over
to get COVID vaccines, not one of which arrived in St. Lucia. And then when the government recovered some of that money, he went on radio and television talking about how we were lucky to get back some of that money. This same Alan Chasney, who when he got into office in 2016, removed the distress fund of only $450,000 to help victims of fire victims and victims of earth movement and so on. And it didn't matter whether you were SLP, UWP, or whatever else. Once your house got affected, you got some money from the distress fund. He removed it. This same Alan Chasney, who fired those tour guides in Soufrière because he thought they were all SLP supporters. This same Alan Chasney, who had already passed legislation, except that it had not yet been assented to by the Governor General, passed legislation to tax people on making pudding, tax those people who were into hairdressing, tax those people who were making coal. This same Alan Chasney, who bought a building for over $60 million and sold it to one of his cronies for $13.5 million. This is the same Alan Chasney, taking our money and just giving it away to his friends, family, and foreigners. And this same Alan Chasney is telling St. Lucians today, some of whom are buying this, that he's not doing this for himself, but doing it for them.
Who are you fooling?
Guys, I need say no more.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Before I forget, let me just say belated happy birthday to a co-worker of ours right here at MBC. I'm the supervisor of our reception and front office area. Miss Vern Jalim, as we all call her, Vern. Belated happy birthday to you. It was just yesterday, so I'm not all that late. But it's nice being around you. It's nice working with you. It's quite flat out nice knowing you. And I hope you had a blast yesterday, that you had a great time, even though you were at work. But afterwards, whatever it was, and maybe coming into today, perhaps that's why I didn't see you when I walked in. So, best from all of us to you. All right, we have a call on the line. Hi, good afternoon. Real Issues.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
I'm very happy to see you and Mr. Felon are looking so bright on the program this afternoon.
Thank you.
I want to give a special shout out to all my friends and colleagues on the program. I was looking at a video this morning, and I saw how Chasney, I would use the word, humiliated the chairman of the UWP party.
Yeah.
He was receiving a trophy on behalf of his deceased mother. And I saw him stretched out his hands towards Chasney. And Chasney did not even recognize that the man was stretching out his hand to give him a handshake. And he just withdrew himself. I was so embarrassed. And this is the same Chasney that wants us, St. Lucians, to believe that he loves us and is so concerned about us. Yeah, if that is how you can deal with the chairman of your party, how are you going to deal with us that you don't have any affiliations with?
That's right.
One of the other things too, I want to tell our supporters, our friends, that we need to keep focus.
That's right.
Let us not be distracted. Let us never think that for once Alan will ever be the Prime Minister of St. Lucia again.
Amen.
Don't let those words come out of your mouth. We should
never
try to say those things, because Alan will never get the opportunity to come back in the leadership of St. Lucia. This is what we call impossible. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much as well.
And we have to understand, this is the man's character, you know. You see, ignoring people. You remember Jamaica Simon? Mr. Prime Minister, what about the white paper on health, etc.? He allowed her to ask the question, to elude her.
Any other questions? That's all right.
Next question, please.
All right.
This is
with you for the break now?
now.
Okay, we have a call. Let's take the call and then we'll go for the break. Hi, caller. Good afternoon. The Real Issues. You're on the air.
Yeah, good afternoon, Shelton. Good afternoon, Shelton.
Yes, good afternoon.
What's up? So, I guess, now the thing is heated up. People are expecting a miracle. I believe in people like Nigel Toussaint, because when she spoke, everybody quoted her and so on. And
you believe in people who like Nigel Toussaint?
Yeah.
How does Nigel come into the conversation?
I mean, because the statement she made about Jasmine, I was totally about it, not being sick, you know what I'm saying? And that gave us a lead, but then they wouldn't acknowledge any substantial thing from anybody who was not in one of these political parties, because other set of people probably, the SFP probably would say, yes, it's a good statement, it's a true statement, but in reality, you find, well, you cannot just, the man has an opportunity, being in the leadership. So how do we address that now? Because, I mean, that's the first. You get one thing. When you see how things go in terms of knowledge and information, as well as, a supposedly well-organized, orchestrated electoral process, I would think we can even evaluate this on that, because we have seen so little of this, not even in Parliament.
All right, you're a little muffled. The technician concurs with me, so we have to go for a break, and then maybe we can talk about that on another occasion. All right, sorry about that, but the quality of the call is just not good. This is The Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters. Don't go away. We'll be back to take more calls and hopefully to read some of the messages as well. Thank you.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Hello, all realists. Thank you for listening to Real FM. If you'd like to call our studio, here is the number. Call the direct line on 4533911, or you can WhatsApp call on 4879849. Call to participate, win prizes, request music, and interact with our announcers and DJs. Real FM, the People's Station. The People's Station.
Live streaming has become one of the best ways to connect the funeral of a loved one with friends and family, both local and international. NBC Television will live stream your funerals on television and Facebook at a reasonable rate. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you can be assured that the quality of your funeral will be to your satisfaction. Call our office now and book your obituary and streaming with us. 758-453-7458.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM. The man.
For sticking with Real FM radio station 91.3 North, 91.5 South, MBC Television, Channel 120 on the Flow Cable TV service. We are on Facebook Live as well as streaming live on YouTube. This is The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, alongside Terry Fenelon and our technical operator, Alton Jaquan Joseph. Let's say good afternoon to our station manager, Nigel Nicholas, who happens to be in the studio with us, trying to see how we can fine-tune, some of the technical features of what we supply you with. And we hope you're enjoying today's program. We enjoy being in your company as well. Was that a call? Or okay, we have two callers waiting, he says. All right, so good afternoon to you. You're on the air. Real Issues, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Terry Ferino.
Good afternoon, sir.
So are you hearing me loud and clear?
Okay, okay. You hear me now?
Nice. Okay,
all right.
Good. My brothers, after this election, Alan Shasta will be no more. We wouldn't have cause to mention his name again. However, we have to ensure for that to happen, we come out in large numbers on Sunday, if God spare, ancillary. That's step number one. And whenever the bells are rung in every 17 constituency, whether it's a Labour Party candidate, we need to come out in large numbers and vote for them. We need to give Philip J. Pierre a resounding mandate to continue the work that he has started. I reached a stage where I could just speak in Creole, moi j'ai la chasse nègre, moi j'ai la missé. Nous n'y pour assurer that nous vote Labour à toute place pour nous just tear chasse nègre from politics là, once and for all. Have a good afternoon, brothers.
Yeah, all right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I'm getting a couple of messages, including from Miguel, who says, tell Terry the one I got is too small for the Rasta.
Your head is too big, man.
I suppose he's talking about the cap. We have another caller waiting. Hi, good afternoon, Real Issues. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon to you.
Much better. Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Principal.
What's up, man?
I'm there holding tight. And Mr. Daniel.
All right.
Yes, hi, good afternoon to you.
Let us make something clear. I heard it on Sunday, and I was just browsing through the other radio station at 12:30, which I call a moronic show, where people are attacking the electoral office integrity. Let me make it clear to all St. Lucians. If your name is in Castries South, there is no way anybody at the electoral office can move your name and put it in Miku South. The only way your name getting on a Miku South list is because you have done some transaction to having it registered over there. The electoral office that we have in St. Lucia, it is one of the best electoral offices in the world. I think the only one that might surpass it is Jamaica. And from what I know, St. Lucia is right up there. That's part one. Part two. Mr. Daniel and Mr. Principal, in reference to the Speaker of the House, the presiding officer's ruling
is final.
Shall stand.
That's right.
Whatever, he could be dead wrong.
That's right.
Once he take that decision,
that's it.
You have to sit down
and abide
and that's it. No argument.
That's right.
For those of you that don't believe it,
we believe
I will guide you.
Well, not believe, we know.
No, because there are people that will tell you that the speaker doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, we know. The bodybuilder next door.
Right. That's waste of time. You could go and read Speaker of the House of Commons on the United Kingdom, or you can go to May. What's the first name? What's the first name for me? Estine May or something. So that's the name. And you could get the rule book and will tell you everything about the rules and standing orders for the House. So when I hear people say they're trying to shut down the leader of the opposition, I guess they don't understand this. They don't understand the rules of the House.
Yeah.
And it is simple, and I will repeat it for the last time, and I will hang up. When the speaker take a decision,
That's it.
that decision stand, and it is final. Gentlemen, have a nice day. And what you can do, Mr. What's your name there? Mr. Principal?
Yes, sir.
Maybe you could go to YouTube and bring out some of the two last speakers that are there and show some of the rulings when they make the rulings, when they ask people to leave the House and tell people to shut up and tell people to remain in the House. Maybe you should bring that so people can see what
No,
you're talking
I have a
Thank you,
couple of
gentlemen, and have a
standing orders
pleasant
there. I know Shelton is accredited with it because he's a senator, the Embrace senator. The order in the House and in committee, breaches of order and how dealt with. And even says if he can remove you by force if you think the speaker playing this. The House belongs to the speaker, you know. So if you think the speaker playing, and when even if he's wrong in his ruling, you have to abide by the ruling.
Okay, we have another call on the line. Hi, good afternoon. Real Issues. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Daniel and Mr. Terry.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, I remember.
Speak up a bit for us. Say you're a little low.
Say that mon pakati boyo umete pai. So why should we remove a functioning government to put a government that was not functioning at all? To put a band of nefarious political thugs that didn't have no respect for our laws. No sensible person will do that. And the fact is, why our special prosecutor is so silent? Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Short and sweet.
Yes. It's Jean Francis Francois' birthday today as well. Cornelia Jacob reminds me. Jean, happy birthday to you. And, you're one of those people that I'm always happier. Just knowing that you are around, that you are there, even though we don't see, even though you're an awfully nice person. And, I wish you the very best. Many more birthdays in good health and happiness, prosperity as well. Yeah, we have another call on the line. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, comrades.
Yes, hi.
You all fellas, they are very selfish.
About
the two of you all, because all of us was in the war with George Long, all of us had that cap, and you all keep that cap, and right now you all putting it out. Now this is not the way comrades behave.
Comrade, I'm very sorry.
It hurts me a lot sitting there and I'm watching that cap there. I remember my brother, when I was on the market step and we were moving around, when I was taking my clear gas in Castries, this cap was around my back now.
I'm very sorry, comrade. We'll do right by you. Don't be afraid. There's enough time to do right by you.
But now, I always say I have nothing to say when I hear a bunch of losers, trying to get attention, and people now, what they do, they try to bring them in. One of the things I want to say, two things I want to say quickly. This has to go to our Labour Party supporters. Our Labour Party supporters always find something wrong with our candidates. As soon as a little thing happens.
Yes.
Oh, monsieur this.
Yes. And they're throwing away the constituency.
But look at the emptiness of the UWP.
Yeah.
People that have nothing in them.
Right.
You see people that was wearing diapers, they was wearing all kinds of things. When Shasti and his wife and his child was hung up together, but our solution was wearing diapers for them, but they support them. And I am saying to you this afternoon, there is one thing I want to make clear, that our people understand. A candidate is not to come and sit with you at all times in the constituency where he wins the election. We vote for him to represent us. Represent us. That is that is what we want from him. Our children to go to school, better education, go to the supermarket, you can buy a pound of sugar like everybody else. These are the things that we vote for. The other thing that really worries me, it is that special prosecutor. Now I heard my good friend a while ago mention that, but this thing is something we must take more seriously. Are we going to let this man get 4 years salary for doing nothing and just sit down there and all these things going on around, corruption? You know, today, when you sit down and you hear somebody calling the Labour Party liars, corrupt, like Guy Joseph, like Shasday, do you believe that public prosecutor should not be fired or pay him off or do something and live there without anything? Because these things, we should be the one talking about it. Because the reason why the law was changed is to accommodate this kind of thing, that this kind of practice don't happen again in St. Lucia. But it will continue happening because we put a man that is how you call the guy that is that we cannot remove him. How you call him?
The DPP?
The DPP. They are extremely good friends. They are the best of friends. So don't expect us to go anywhere if we cannot sleep. Now we should start making noise for the Prime Minister or somebody to hear us, because this guy they sold us out big time. My brother Frederick, I want to say this to you. Whatever they say about you, tell them yes. Whatever they want to say you are criminal, say yes. Criminals does not just come like this. A criminal is not who kill people, you know. A criminal is if you put your feet on somebody's toes and they cry and you're not moving it, you're a criminal. A criminal is when you're stopping people from eating at their home.
That's right.
Children there go to school. You have not reached that stage. Accept any name they give you. The name we want from you and for you is representation. You are the best. You are the best. Nobody can touch you. Your heart is the heart of every living poor people in St. Lucia. You, Frederick. I don't know if you know who you are, but I think, in my humble opinion, you, Frederick, is a king when it comes to honor and help poor people. There's nowhere in the world a man can be like Frederick. Fellow that did not want to see Frederick get a ministry under the Labour Party. Right now, he is the one that brings all of them on top of the branch. And when the wind blows, he keeps them on top there. Now that is to show you the jealousy, the fight down, the wickedness. And that is why yesterday, Shelton, before I go, day before yesterday, I brought 2 people from Soufre, to Soufre. On the way back when I reached Roseau, you know what they tell me? Mr. Joseph, you are not stupid at all, you know. This project is one of the best we have had for a long, long time. But why can't you all get yourself together and lift each other off the ground, then you all fight with each other? That's why I stopped.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing with us, bro. Thanks a lot.
A criminal is one who will take laptops from school. You have a call?
Yeah, we are.
Well,
the call's non-stop.
I know. Let's go.
Hi, caller. Good afternoon. Real issues.
Yes, good afternoon, gentlemen. And how are you all doing?
I'm doing okay.
Well, I'll make my story very, very, very short. Look, as for those that are asking for Shastley to come back, I'm going to let them know. He ain't coming back to be leader goat, neither leadership. So you choose one, but it ain't going to be leadership. When it comes to that, he ain't getting that. So I'm giving him a leader goat. But he can't be leadership of St. Lucia. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right. Thanks a lot. 487-9849. I haven't even had to say the numbers today. You know? 487-9849. You can WhatsApp call us on this line, and you can also call us on the landline, which is 4533-911. We have another call coming in already. Hi, good afternoon. This is The Real Issues. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Hello?
In a few days I couldn't hear you at all.
Oh, you're talking about Terry. She said a few days she hasn't heard you at all.
Oh, yes. Studio business, you know?
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah, all right.
No, but my own place. That's why I couldn't call. Welcome back, Mr. Fenelon.
Thank you very much. Nice to be back.
And Shelton, I agree with Nobby, but disagree with him on the issue of politics is a science, you know. You cannot win election by just doing your work. You have to win the people's heart. And knowing our population, mixed people, if you do not find time, look at Mr. Mbale, to go around and meet the people, you could be doing all the work, the people conceding everything good, but you can lose points on that matter.
Yes, the relationship aspect.
You cannot win election just on good works, you know. You remember you dealing with solutions.
Yes. I think I meant.
If you look back at UWP,
Yeah.
if you don't win the people's heart, I mean, you can, yes, giving them everything, but they want to see you at least once in a while. You can pass it for corn, you can pass it for truck, and say hello. I am there. I'm representing you. You don't have to do everything for everybody. But if the people are saying, I'm not seeing you, this is very important, you know. The minority, we always undermine the minority. The minority have a say. You have to live here. So on that point, I disagree with him.
Okay. I think
look out.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that yesterday.
The people saying they're not seeing us. Make your presence be felt. Get your angels. Get your people to meet them, because every vote counts, especially when you meet ruthless people. Down.
That's right.
You have to go to the corners. You can't say, no, as a mass there, I can meet in that and doing good work. Not at all, sir. I can tell you that. I'm a political student, and I'm talking on what I know, the science, plus my experience.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. You know, Terry, on another occasion, you and I must have a conversation. I want you to give me your honest opinion on what's happening with the roads. Millennium Highway, still they cannot close it out. It's a lot better than that used to be. But you'd expect it by now this would have closed out. And if that is the case, then what does that say about the West Coast Road? You know, are we in for a really, really bad ride with where West Coast Road is concerned? If they could have struggled so long with Millennium anyway. We have another call on the line. Good afternoon. The Real Issues. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sheldon.
Yeah, hi.
I'm your co-host.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the gentleman I like to see, your co-host. Now, what I call to see, they can call Mr. Richard Crapo anything they want, but they will see Mr. Richard as a cup of tea in mornings. Every morning they will see him as the cup of tea. They cannot do nothing for him. And I find these guys opposite, they're too disrespectful. I don't know where they get the number Crapo, but I think they're the one that the Crapo. Now you have Mr. Shastley, who did so much thing and to waste our money. The worst he could have done to civil servants was to employ an outside firm to do the budget. I as a civil servant, a public servant, I know all my life our budget has been done by the local, and he undermined the civil servant and he employ foreigners to do it, to millions of dollars. But that same guy talk about wasting money. Who wastes more money than Shastley? Well, I want to tell Mr. Shastley, he could jump high or low, call Mr. Rodick, call the Crapo the one. They will see Mr. Crapo as a cup of tea in the morning. Thank you very much.
Would you, as the owner of the published works, correct the record and or ask the person who misrepresented your work to publicly retract his statement? What can one deduce from the lack of action by the publisher? I'm not exactly sure, but if someone has misread or you can't say they misread, but they misquoted details of your work, then you have the right to ask them to retract. The misrepresentation.
Don't hold your breath on that, caller.
Yes, we have a couple calls on the line. Hi, good afternoon. Real Issues. Hello. Yeah, cut that call.
It's a bad call.
Mr. Shelton.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon to you and your guests.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have a government that is in office now that keeps talking about the people. All that they have to do is the people. And I agree to that. But listen, we have companies in St. Lucia who are just laying people out, make them redundant. By law, there's a stipulated time that they should get paid by then. I think it's 7 days or how it was said. And man, let me tell you, since in October, we have about 32 men that were made redundant and have not gotten a cent. since October last year, and we're in March this year. That's a company in the south. I really wish somebody could really look into that matter to let me know
you're sure of
what is going on in this country.
No, hold on a second. You sure of what you're saying?
Positive about it because I worked with them.
Name the company.
It is Recycling Solutions.
Recycling Solutions.
Okay, that's a recycling company.
Yeah, they link with recycling.
Okay, all right. No, well, so I mean, this is something. If that is the case, then the Labor Department and Labor Commissioner should come in on that, because to my knowledge,
they are aware of it.
If you see you firing somebody or making them or whatever it is, as far as I'm concerned, the moment the person walks out the door, you should check, whatever,
Give them the check.
And now I don't know if there's a law that says you have up to 7 days, whatever. But to me,
and Mr. Shelton,
yeah.
Let me tell you where you can get that information. National Workers Union is representing the workers.
Okay.
And they are giving them hell. The union up to this morning have been discussing that. They are going through hell. The Labor Department is aware of it.
So how come National Workers Union, which is the same thing I said in respect of First National Bank of St. Lucia when they had whatever it is. National Workers Union has a history of being a very militant, not taking nonsense, not eating nice union. So how come in certain instances you find that National Workers Union is quiet, they docile, they seem to be very, you're not hearing anything from them. But then, they already serve strike action on the Millennium Heights medical complex and so on. To say that they're going on strike.
It would be nice for you. It would be nice for you to look into that, because what I'm telling you, there is positive vibes. I'm talking to you about there. About 32 men since in October of last year, not a cent. It's stories alone there.
Now, before you, I'm not saying the situation must have existed. How come I have not heard National Workers Union put out a statement? As well as they put out statements all the time and make it clear.
But they're trying to triple OKEU.
But how come OKEU and so on, they already served notice of strike and all this kind of thing? You got the feeling that some unions, they're behaving based upon where they feel the fence is low. Côté Pakla Bayer, yo Sergeant Bay, yo kapale. Why 32 people made redundant since October last year by your account? They can't get a cent, and you're not getting any statement from National Workers Union. Why is that?
Makes you wonder.
Why the union so quiet? Do you understand the point I'm making?
Makes you wonder.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, thanks for bringing us, giving us a little heads up on that.
Yeah.
Another caller, Chakwan?
Do we have another caller on the line?
Hey, Shelton.
Yeah. Hi, caller. Good afternoon. Real issues. Yes, hi. You're on the air. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, let me say something. I watch in amazement, and I listen in amazement to hear Alan Shastney talking about, there's the advent of the Kuda, Shula, Iuda, but he's coming back with some old rhetoric. Like when they pass a resolution at the Congress, or the convention, or whatever it is, that they're going to reinstall the health insurance card, blah, 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 boom, boom. Come back with that same old rhetoric. Then he say, how are you going to make sense? At first, remember I said, how is going to make St. Lucia so great that America is going to be jealous? Now he says St. Lucia is going to be so great that St. Lucians would not need a visa to go anywhere. They want to stay here in St. Lucia. Understand? So he's trying to turn things around to make people believe. And it's like it's something so great that he's going to come and do. Let me tell you something. Just never stay in his corner and walk like a crab and just stay on the side. You understand? Because he actually makes no sense. And he brings in some candidates who have no people's personality. You understand? No people's personality. Those people don't blend with members of the public. They're on their own vibe. They have never blended with members. They don't even know how the public feels, how their own community feels. They know nothing about their community. All they do is get up, go to work, and come back home. They don't mingle, they don't socialize with the community. So how can you expect them to turn into politicians to look after the same people that they never knew? You understand? That does not make sense. You have to be a people's person to be a politician, not a hawk. You just have to be that kind of a person, that kind of an individual. So they say the politician comes from us.
Okay, my friend. Our time is up, so thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, we really have to go now. I want to always be on time.
No problem.
These days. Yeah. Thanks very much, Terry.
I will be back with you tomorrow if you'll have me.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, I was supposed to be in the south, but
okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that because I had already made some arrangement. But we'll talk. We'll see how we can work things out. All right.
All right.
Thank you so very much, everyone, for being part of the Real Issues today, powered by Blue Waters. Terry Fenelon has returned, and we'll be seeing more of him after a little break. Thank you very much, Jaquan, for another great job with the controls and with the calls as usual. And everyone, enjoy the remainder of your Tuesday safely until we are together again from 12:30 to 2 tomorrow. All things equal, God willing. Shelton Daniel.
2025 World Double Daily Grand 2, 3, 5, 14. Big 4, 3, 9, 5, 6. The Big 4 Multi-X Bulge Run is 2X. Big 2, 3, 6. The Big 2 Multi-X Bulge Run is FB. 1 off, 2, 1, 7. Lucky 3, 5, 7, 5. The Lucky 3 Multi-X Bulge Run is FB.
New Season International Production presents Glory 25, a night of extravagant worship with award-winning gospel artists from the USA, Stephen Reeves. Also, performances by Tabitha, John Senqua, Taraj, Dwayne Brown, Manisa, AJ, and Cleopatra Jules. Tickets pre-sold cost only $35. You pay $45 at the door. Get tickets at Vision Express, at Orange Grove Plaza in Bois and in Castries. The Sell outlets at Baywalk Mall in Rodney Bay and in Castries. Sweet Honest Restaurant and Grill in Corinth next to TJ's Supermarket. And Rodney Heights Simstress in Marisville at Top of the World in the Sundeck Sports Building. It's all happening on Saturday, April 12th from 7 p.m. at the National Cultural Center. For more info, call up 726-9561. Come ready to bask in the glory of the Lord.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs introduces the Dr. Betty Wells Urban Polyclinic at the newly transformed Dr. Winston C. Paris Medical Complex, formerly Victoria Hospital, from Monday 16 December 2024. We're revolutionizing healthcare with services designed to keep you thriving. Medical clinics, urgent care, diabetic and hypertensive care, asthma and respiratory care, wound management, pharmacy services, home visits, and